Hello YouTube, I'm George and this is the Happy Chronicles. It's a beautiful day and I thought topic of discussion would be why I started riding an e-bike. Well, there's several reasons. First and foremost though, it was a Christmas present by dear friends who saw me struggling in the thing that made me so happy. Cycling is a huge part of my life. I did it professionally for 15 years plus. I raced in my youth and into my 30s. I still do some tours and I train people for quite some time. I was a professional coach. So when you start to lose something that you enjoy so intently, it can put a mental strain on you to the point where, you feel like you just want to give up. Now, part of the reason that I switched to an e-bike, and if any of you that watch my videos know, you would have seen that I've been shopping and contemplating and trying to figure it out and get it done because, well, number one, I got a great position here. I'm in an upright position. I couldn't do the hunched over anymore. I was in the process of switching Peppy, my daily that you see in all the videos, up to a high-rise bar system, and pretty much, I was going to upgrade to the point where I could, do that. And then, well, Christmas came and I was bestowed this gift of life. Thank you, Brad and Victoria. This bike right here helps me to achieve my daily exercise. Is it a workout? Yeah. Is it a workout like on an analog bike? And, we use those words. This is digital, the other one's analog, because this is electric and the other one is me. So, it's not the same. Does it still give you the exercise that I require? Yes! I did 24 miles on last Sunday and whoo, I felt it in my hips and I actually overdid it on an electrical bike. I was like, wow, but I'm just using the assist. I don't do the throttle. I find that the throttle is good for if you're loading on it something, or if you're perhaps trying to navigate a trail that you're actually walking it. That works really well. I'm telling you, it works really well. It's a heavy bike, so yeah, you kind of need that. But the main reason why cycling started to become a struggle for me is in 2018, I had a motorcycle accident, and then in my rehabbing of that on my bicycle 6 months later, I had a horrific bicycle accident. Now I'm not a young man anymore, and if you're anywhere in the over 50 group, well, you know how hard it is to recover and heal. Some of those injuries are permanent. I'm not going to be able to recover from them. I've lost use of some of my left hand. It works good for holding the camera, but other than that, I still have a tough time. Broke the thumb and the forefinger, and they didn't heal up well. So there is some limited mobility there. My knees have taken a beating since I was 5 years old. Fractures, breaks. It just got to a point where it was hard to do this thing that I love. So electric bikes, of which are really becoming a dominant factor, I have to say. On my Sunday ride, I noticed 50-50. 50% of people are riding e-bikes now. The other 50% are still on their analog bikes. Hey, as long as you're riding a bike, that's all that really cares. You're riding a bike. Now, a lot of people will disagree. I've had a comment or two on the, quirkiness of electric bike riders and the fact that they're not a real bike, they're a toy, or they're for recreational or whatever. It's just not true. It's a bicycle. If you use it correctly, you're still getting your exercise. And the big thing is you're getting outside. You're still enjoying your life. You're still getting that fulfillment. For me, that's a big deal. I'm out enjoying the day. I'm not beating myself up anymore. The hunched over position on like my old road bikes, I haven't been able to ride my steel race bike in years since the accidents. Disheartening, but you know what? Hey, it is what it is. I made accommodations by making the other bikes work for me. But it just got to a point. I was down to 3 days. 3 days, ladies and gentlemen. I ride 6 days a week. Now, I have to say, 5 days a week is pretty much gonna be the gist of it. That's okay, you stagger those days off. But with the electric bike, I can do the 6 days if I really want, but it does tire me out. And you know, you have to know, with age comes some limitations, not so much restrictions. With the electric bike, it's a limitation. With the analog bike, it turned into a restriction. That sucks. So, if you're thinking about buying an electric bike, for whatever reason, go test them. Go rent one. Borrow a friend's. And I mean, literally, you can't just ride it down the block and think, oh, that's neat. Or, oh, that's a thing. I don't think I want one. Work with it. Use it. Use it for what you do your normal bike. You'll find that there's a certain satisfaction in having these available. And the older I get, and I see other people that are, in the same predicament where, they have health and injuries that have limited them, and, do it. Just try it. Try it. I guarantee you, you will love it. And with that is the reasons that I switched over to the e-bike. But like I said, and I must emphasize, first and foremost, it wouldn't have been happening until next month. This is January. February is my birthday. I turned 59, and that was when I was gonna pull the trigger on a bike. I was going to buy one, and I had already been riding them, testing them. I have many friends with these, so it wasn't a big deal for me. And I'm just so happy that I have this. I am so happy that I get to continue on with cycling and be able to enjoy my life still to the fullest. You can too. So remember, get out there and do it. Nobody can do it for you, right? I love you guys. Peace.